And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy here.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Richter, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how
I
do you do
mean,
it? Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when it's
try
time,
this with you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All right,
and start laughing.
do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Find somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day. Okay, hump day night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all are at and, you know, where you're watching the show, where you're not watching the show, all that stuff. But hopefully you guys are keeping it positive, keeping it wonderful, and keeping it clean. Unlike my beard right now that I'm just noticing right now. Damn. But anyway, there's a lot of interesting things, some things that we're going to be looking at today that we're going to talk about, because there's a lot of different things that are going on. Some things that were shared to me through my family text message group, or like group text message, that I thought was pretty freaking hilarious that we need to see. And then there's some, some controversial conversations that we're going to have today. What else is new? It wouldn't be the show if we weren't talking about some controversial-ish. You feel me? But before we get going here, before we jump into everything, today's going to be a little bit of a shorter show because I got a few things that I got to take care of. You know, I got to go and get a few things for my puppy mama. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about, I got a dog. She just had puppies. So there's a few things I got to go get for her so that she can survive. So she can keep momming hard. You feel me? So unfortunately, today's show is going to be very short, but there's a lot of things that we need to cover and talk about. There's some things that we missed. There's some articles that I slept on like yesterday because I was like, yeah, who's really going to talk about that? Who really gives a damn? And then now, next thing you know, they're starting to be headlining news, and people are really starting to care about it. Ain't that some ish? Ain't that some ish? Anyway, before I jump into all that, my brother David's in the house. What's a guan, bruh?
Hey, man, it's good. Just been working on my story and stuff all day, so I haven't been doing much since the last show.
Oh, lucky you. Yeah. Lucky you. Today has been crazy. Today has been nuts. But I'm happy to be here, though. I'm happy to be here. I love doing this show. I love doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing this face right here. You know what I'm saying? With this beard, with his beard in all its glory. You know what I'm saying? Looking like he's about to land a plane or something. You feel me? With that glorious beard. Yes, that Gandalf beard. You shall not pass. Anyway, we got to jump into these stories, man. We got a few. One that I found very, very cool. Some very cool news here, y'all. And this is breaking right now, as of a few hours ago. And we're going to look at the article together, shall we? Because I think it's pretty darn freaking cool. Hold on, y'all. Skadoosh. Major League Baseball officially elevates Negro Leagues to Major League status. Yes. To culminate MLB's centennial celebration of the Negro Leagues, Major League Baseball is correcting a long time oversight in the game's history and is recognizing them as a major league. This is big, guys. Okay, so all of us who love baseball have long known that the Negro Leagues produced many of our game's best players, innovations, and triumphs against a backdrop of injustice, said the commissioner, Rob Manfred, in a statement on Wednesday. Today, by the way. We are now grateful to count the players of the Negro Leagues where they belong, as major leaguers within the official historical record. MLB will integrate statistics and records from 7 professional Negro leagues that operated from 1920 to 1948 and include approximately 3,400 players as part of its history. These 7 leagues were excluded in 1969 when the Special Committee on Baseball Records identified 6 official major leagues dating to 1876. Now, I mean, the thing is this is a huge news. The fact that they're finally going to put the Negro Leagues alongside the Major League Baseball teams that we all know and love. There's a lot of us that know about these Negro Leagues, but of course, everything's so damn segregated. Everything is so, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum is one thing which of course is needed. It definitely needs to exist. But I also do think that the Negro Leagues baseball leagues and teams should be acknowledged in the Major League platform as well. You know, without them, there would not be Major League Baseball and vice versa. You know, they both need each other. So the fact that they're actually doing this, and they're like the fact that they're doing this is a huge deal. All right, this is a big moment in baseball history. Now there are people like Negro League stars such as Josh Gibson, who never played a single MLB game and is considered one of the best hitters in baseball. Will now officially be considered a major leaguer. And instead of it just being pushed as in one thing, oh yeah, there was a Negro League, so therefore this doesn't count. They will finally be counted as part of Major League Baseball history. And that's such a big freaking deal. You know what I'm saying? Just to read a little bit more from what they said here. The Negro Leagues Baseball Museum is thrilled to see this well-deserved recognition of Negro Leagues. And of course, you know, in the minds of baseball fans worldwide, this serves as historical validation for those who had been shunned from the major leagues and had the foresight and courage to create their own league that helped change the game and our country too. This acknowledgement is a meteorous nod to the courageous owners and players who helped build this exceptional enterprise and shines a welcomed spotlight on the immense talent that called the Negro Leagues home. So the fact that this is actually a real big, this is a huge deal. This is a monumental moment in baseball history. Finally, the Negro League and the major leagues, all their names will be shared under one roof, under one awning. And they will be all part of one history, which is the history of baseball. This American pastime that we all love, that we all know and love. This is a huge thing. So I'm very, very excited about this. This is a huge deal, in my personal opinion. Dave, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I mean, this is great, obviously. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't done before this. I don't really follow baseball, so I didn't know it hadn't been. I would have thought, honestly, I would have thought the integration would have came a few decades ago. But I mean, everyone knows who Jackie Robinson is, and he came from the Negro Leagues to the MLB, and just seems like it just seems appropriate that it's part of it because it shares the same legacy, even if it wasn't treated the same as the time. And a lot of great players, came from there, just like they did were pulled from other major league teams, and that. So I mean, it's great. It's finally happening. I think it should have happened sooner, but the fact that it's happening at all is good. And especially with the museums, that's a huge move because now that that's integrated together, that really will change people's understanding of the development of baseball and like who was involved in it instead of just making it so one-sided.
Yeah, what I love about this is that there were a lot of black baseball players that wanted to just play the game, and they couldn't even go and play the game. And what happened? Like everything that the black community does, if one door closes, well, they go next door, or they go down the wall a little bit, they get an axe, and they cut open their own door. And that's exactly what they did. They started their own Negro League, and they started to make their own stories. They started to create their heroes, their best players. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this is something that was not added into the Major League Baseball history, and it was not even considered a part of it until just now, is such a shame. But hey, it's better late than never, right? So the fact that they're doing this is a huge deal. There's a lot of players, there's a lot of talented people that were a part of the Negro Leagues that don't really get the recognition that they rightfully deserve. There are records that were broken in the Negro League that aren't even considered part of the Major League records. So the fact that they're going to be adding those things into the Major League records is a huge deal, and it's going to change a few things as well. So I'm really excited that they're finally acknowledging a piece of history that is part of American history, that is part of baseball history. So this is a huge deal, and I'm very excited about that. I think that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And I know some Lewis said, why do you need the white man's recognition? I think that's a very good question. It's a very good question. They could do, the Negro League was doing just fine all on its own, but there's a lot of names. There's a lot of people that were part of baseball history that no one knows about. Because they were playing in a different league. And I think that them being brought into the Major League records and being a part of that, I think will change a lot. Maybe some of the best players in the world, instead of it being only Babe Ruth, we might hear about these other players as well, and they'll be put out in the forefront as well. That's what I think. You know what I mean? I think it's a big deal. It's a great deal. But let's move on to the next story, though. We should get to the next story. Here's something, this is a little bit of a left turn. I wanted to do a few things that are kind of fun, light, and hilarious. And this story, this video that you're about to see is freaking hilarious. Okay? A lady threw away her edibles, right? And her dog got their paws on her edibles. You just got to see this video. It's freaking hilarious. Check this out.
Tell me why I cleaned out the refrigerator today, threw away all the old food and shit like that, threw away some of my fucking edibles. Guess whose bitch ass got into the trash and ate them? Can you tell who? Can you tell? Jinx. Jinx ate them.
She's so upset. That dog is like, so gone.
Never digs in the trash. Never has the trash.
That dog is gone.
An edible that I threw away. Called the doctors. Woo. The edible was pretty. There was no chocolate in it or anything.
Thank God.
She threw up a little bit. They said food and water. She passed through. but
Oh my God.
I'm just a little worried because this bitch is high.
She is high.
And why would you do this, Jinx? For real.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This dog is gone. Him dead. She dead, man. She dead. Bruh, how much did that dog eat though? That dog ate a lot. Bruh.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Dog is gone.
Man, that's crazy. Who would think that they would like? She said she cleaned out the refrigerator, right? Threw the stuff in the trash, and for some odd reason, the dog really wanted to get into the edibles, of all things, the damn edibles. That dog was seeing. That dog was like, that dog was feeling great. I wonder what kind of like, aside from them being like completely like, that dog was comatose, right? That dog was just gone, right? But I always wonder like, what would the dog have crazy munchies? You know what I'm saying? Like what exactly, how does a dog react to edibles, to marijuana? You know what I'm saying? To like highly concentrated THC. You feel me? This isn't just them being around like, you know, in a kind of like a Dutch oven type thing. You know what I mean? Like getting that contact high. Like that dog consumed edibles. So I wonder what happened after that dog came down from the high. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was like, had incredible amounts of munchies, just kept drinking water. Like what is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny.
That's crazy, yo.
My dog did get a tiny bit before that. I guess I dropped or something. It wasn't that bad, but because at first I wasn't sure why he was acting weird. So I called the vet, and then my vet was like, "Are you sure you didn't get high off of something?" So I was like looking around, like, "Oh yeah, I probably dropped something while I was eating," because he was just walking around, staring at things, and then just kind of wobbling in place, and then like sitting down all happy. And just like licking my leg and then does it again. He seemed like he was having fun. He still tries to eat my plant if he ever gets a hold of it. So I think he liked it.
He's like, I remember that time. That was delicious. That ish was delicious. But yeah, man, that was a real thing. So make sure whenever you do throw away some edibles, y'all, or any type of marijuana or, you know, product that contains a large amount of THC, make sure you throw it away in a proper place so that your animals don't get a hold of it. You know what I'm saying? It could kill them, all depending on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it wasn't chocolate too. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dog was gone, bruh. That dog was gone.
Got to be careful. They try to eat anything they can find. Right.
Oh my God. But anyway, I know that David's got this very interesting story. We got to talk about this one particular story. You know, like I said, today's a short show, so I'm sorry that we're just flying through these stories, but you know, I wanted to make sure you guys got some things from the show today. One of them that I want to talk about today is that, or tonight, is that there was a New York City medic that lost their job. If I'm correct, I think she lost her job because she moonlighted on OnlyFans. Yeah, that's true. David's got the story. What is up with this, man?
New York Post was the one that kind of exposed her initially. I'm not sure if they meant to do it that way or if they just wanted a good story.
Right.
But on December 12th, they released an article pointing out her name's Lauren Quay. She's a New York City paramedic. She's from the Bronx, or she lives in the Bronx, I guess. I don't know where she's from, but she lives in the Bronx. And she told the Post, like, she actually had an interview with the Post, so she was aware of it. It wasn't just she wasn't surprised by it exactly. I guess she was surprised by the reaction, but she told the Post, the bottom line, I don't get paid a lot. I'm just trying to make ends meet. I truly don't think it has anything to do with being a paramedic. And so she's you might have, I don't know if Pascal has images up of her, but she's
got a few, just like her.
Huh?
I just had the headline photo of her, like
Right.
her as a paramedic, and another one. Clearly, she's a little bit more scantily clad as a in her OnlyFans side gig. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. That's mostly what she does on there. She wears a lot of, it sounds like, lingerie, but she does have some nudes as well, apparently, and I guess that's what attracted attention. I mean,
That
it doesn't
also-
seem like there was anything.
Also,
like
she also did have a shower video that was like a few minutes long, where she was in the shower and whatnot. So I mean, she's still wet and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's still suggestive ish that's going on.
yeah, like she apparently has videos of her dancing and I guess in panties or whatever and topless. So
Right.
I mean, there's straight up nudity and everything on there for sure. But either way, she only makes $15 as an EMT, which is minimum wage. But she's originally, but since she switched to paramedic, she makes 25 now, which is a little bit more.
Yeah.
But she says the pay is still crappy. It's where you go to get experience, though. And so she said that I know senior care would deem this inappropriate, so I took it down in the hopes that I won't lose my job in the middle of a pandemic and 3 weeks before Christmas. And then a veteran.
Here we go.
Veteran.
Here's some photos.
Fire Department of New York paramedic agreed that the EMT pay is paltry, but blasted Kwai's choice of a side career. He says that other EMTs and paramedics make more money by pulling extra shifts instead of pulling off their clothes. But the Senior Care's website, the description of all jobs forbids inappropriate conduct on and off duty, and the requirement includes adheres to a standard of personal ethics on and off duty, which reflect credit upon the profession.
Right.
And so she was getting a lot of crap for those pictures, or not just the pictures, the videos and everything, her whole account. And so, some people started defending her as well. Like AOC jumped out in her defense, pretty much saying that she could do whatever she wants, which, I generally agree with. And she's not wrong that the pay is incredibly bad compared to a lot of other jobs in the area. I looked at the average income earlier, and it was below that for people in New York.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm showing everybody a photo. I guess it was one of her tweets, because she obviously has another. I'm assuming she has a Twitter account for her regular life, and then she has another Twitter account for her OnlyFans. You feel me? And this thing says, "Anyway, my titties look great." Yeah, and she goes by Foxy Llama on Twitter. I mean, unless she's recently taken this down by now. I'm sure she's taken this down by now. If she's deleted a whole bunch of stuff on her OnlyFans and all that, I'm sure she has taken this down. But this is the question that a lot of people, I'm sure, are wondering in regards to this situation. Clearly, there are a lot of people a lot of frontline workers, a lot of healthcare workers that don't even make enough money to pay the bills. A lot of us have student loans. A lot of us have to pay off debt, rent, mortgage, car payments, just bills in general, right? And sometimes the regular job that you have that you think, I'm walking into a fairly lucrative profession. Sometimes the start of it isn't as lucrative as you'd like it to be. I know some people that are, nurses and all that are in the healthcare industry as well, that are making exactly what David just read about. $15 an hour. $15 an hour. I'm telling you, there are people at McDonald's that make more money than some of these women and men that work in the healthcare industry. So when you have somebody who is getting slammed with debt, overrun and stressed out with trying to find ways to pay the bills because the money they make at their 9 to 5, their main gig, isn't enough. When your back is against the wall and the pandemic is going crazy, what do? Especially when you can't just go and be a bartender somewhere and pick up a few shifts. That option's pretty much obsolete. You know, bartenders are out here are fighting tooth and nail just to keep their jobs right now. So what do? In her case, I guess she said, I'm kind of cute. I've heard women are making a lot of money off of OnlyFans. Let me give it a shot. And let me tell you something. There are some women out here that are making 6 to 7 figures a year, posting photos, simple photos. Some of them not even nude. Some of them not even in lingerie. And they're making 6 to 7 figures a year on OnlyFans. Think about it. So, of course, you got a girl like her looking at this, hearing about these stories. I'm sure she's done her research, too. I'm sure she typed it in YouTube and said, how much money does somebody make on OnlyFans or an OnlyFans review video? I'm sure there's a gang of them out there. You know what I'm saying? She did her research and she saw, wow, these girls are really making some serious money. Then I wouldn't have to work as many hours at the main job. I could grow this on the side for a little bit while I'm dealing with this crazy pandemic that we're in. And I can still pay my bills. And I don't have to put myself in harm's way at the job every single day. Maybe I could do that. So she did it. Now this guy, this reporter, ends up taking her information and puts her on blast. Because a lot of us, like myself, instantly my question was, why, if she knows that she could possibly get fired, why would she talk to this reporter in the first place? Apparently, this reporter was talking to her, asking her questions. He did not tell her until after the fact, like until after he had gotten a good amount of information from her, what he was really writing about. Next thing you know, her name and everything is getting blasted all over the newspapers and all that. Now, that's why everybody and their mama is talking about this. And now that's why her job is on the line. Because they feel like it's a misrepresentation of what a healthcare worker should be representing. Right? Now, AOC, of course, goes to her Twitter and says, hey, leave Brittany alone, kind of thing. Sex workers have feelings too, and I couldn't agree more. She is not harming nobody. She is not putting any harm towards anyone. She is just posting some photos on a site that you have to pay for to get into to see those photos. This is not her saying anything, any type of crazy rhetoric. She is not a neo-Nazi. She is not hurting any small furry animals either. She is just posing in some photos where some dudes and maybe some women get their rocks off for $12.99 a month. So the question I leave up to you guys, and of course I'm going to throw it to David too. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think she should be reprimanded? Do you think she should be in trouble for having an OnlyFans account? Or do you think, man, this is her prerogative, man. What she does outside of the hospital is on her, as long as it's not bringing in any harm to the hospital or to herself. What do you think, David?
Yeah, I agree pretty much completely there. It's her own right to do whatever she wants with her free time. And in this case, it's actually helping her to afford being an EMT and helping people when otherwise she couldn't afford that because she's not going to make ends meet. And it looks like she was making $15 an hour until late 2018 when she dropped out of full-time EMT to go to school. and got $13,000 worth of debt to come back as a full EMT, and that's when she started getting $25. So she only got that pay increase because she took on $13,000 of debt to begin with. And you know, she's doing that. I mean, that debt's not a. I mean, that's a good thing for her to have invested in because, you know, it does make her better at her job, able to save people better, and that's a huge deal. But it costs a lot, and she's not getting a return from it. It's one of those jobs that costs a lot to train people and is essential, but they don't get paid enough to recoup their losses from becoming that job, becoming an EMT. So, you know, when someone goes and finds an alternative way of making money, which is pretty common, it's I guess so the only objection would be what job they have, but her job doesn't really affect her work. I mean, it doesn't affect her work at all. The only reason it would it causes any sort of ethical problem, which seems to be what her company is pointing to as the problem. That's just their own like personal prerogative. It doesn't have any effect on her ability to care for and treat people. It's kind of strange to even make the connection between the two in this case.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's not like she's Nurse Jackie up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Do you know that TV show? It's not like she's Nurse Jackie going around and popping pills and trying to sell some pills on the side or anything like that. Like, she's not drug dealing. She's not doing anything bad. She's taking, I mean, of course, there's some people that feel some type of way about sex working or work in the, you know, in the sex industry. Of course, I understand that piece, but she's not putting any harm on anybody. She's giving men and women 15 seconds of pleasure. If you really think about it, they're paying for whatever they're paying for, and then they get their rocks off and they move on. She doesn't need to see them. She's not touching anybody. So it's not like a worry of spreading any type of disease or spreading the virus around or anything of that sort. This is her just doing what she needs to do to get by. If there's no other options out there, and if you don't have a problem with that option, I don't see any problem with it personally. I'm not going to sit here and pass judgment on her or, you know, get her fired, or fire her if I was the boss. You know, I wouldn't go and fire her just because of her making a choice so she can keep the lights on in her home. If there were other options, I might go, don't you think there's some other options out there? But there are none. Let's keep it real. There are none. Like I said, you know, she's not doing gangbangs. It's not like she has a verified account on Pornhub or anything of that sort. You know what I'm saying? She is just taking some photos and selling them on OnlyFans. Everything's consensual. So I say let her do her thing and let her pay off her debts. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I got the prettiest feet in the world, bruh. Like I said, $17.99 a month. I'll take photos. I'll shoot the hell out of my feet, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Chilling on a pillow, sitting in like slowly sticking them into like velvet shoes. Maybe there's a little role play, like I'm having a hard time getting a shoe on. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a shoehorn and it's stuck and I'm trying to get the darn shoehorn out of my foot. See what I'm saying? $17.99, babies. $17.99 a month. You can get that. Corns, bunions, and all. I should start that. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Slowly dipping my foot into some like a vat of milk. Pouring it like slowly, honey cascading over my feet. I mean, come on, y'all. $17.99 on OnlyFans. I'm kidding. I would. How dare you guys think that would be cool? How dare you? I kid. Moving on. I wish this woman the best of luck. Hey, here's the other thing, by the way. Sometimes when you lose your main job, the side job becomes the main job. So, hey, girl, keep doing you, boo-boo, until another job picks you up. You still are securing the bag on OnlyFans. So keep doing your thing. Oh, also the other thing is too, they did start a GoFundMe account for her because of this fiasco that was going on. They've raised over $70,000 on her behalf. $70,000. So she don't need a job right now. She could sit pretty, taking selfies all day long, and secure that GoFundMe money. Real talk. So that's some interesting information as well. Anyway, moving on. I know you guys can't get the idea of my feet out of your heads. I know. It's a glorious thing.
Pour bleach in my ears after this. That should cure it.
My eyes. Oh God. Anyway, moving on. I got another video. I got another fun video. Okay, as kids, we all drank Kool-Aid. We all drank Kool-Aid at some point in our lives. Correct? Am I right or am I wrong? David?
Yeah, I think so. I have. I drank a lot of Kool-Aid.
Yes. So, I don't think you are ever going to I don't think you're ever going to see Kool-Aid made like this.
Okay, this is how to make Kool-Aid Philly edition. All right,
Philly
so I'm gonna take
edition.
two of these. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in.
Okay, Kool-Aid. Gotcha.
Put it in. Give it a quick stir.
There we go.
Quick stir.
Uh-huh.
Taste. Ooh.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Hold up. Hold up.
Taste.
That's an egg. Just so you know. Ooh,
one of those.
An egg.
Stir. And the egg, before y'all started, if I didn't show y'all that, y'all would never even know that the egg is in there.
Are you sure?
So, don't start it.
Okay.
Why is it?
What do you say?
Why is it in there?
Why? That's why I want to know. Why? Why is an egg? Why is an egg in the Kool-Aid dough? Why is there an egg in the Kool-Aid dough? Why is there an egg in the Kool-Aid dough?
You know the sugar.
Okay, a little sugar. What? That is gross. That is gross. That is gross. Dude, she just poured the whole damn thing. Bruh.
Shit.
Oh, damn right-ish. Yeah, and see how she's having a hard time stirring that ish. She's like she's like scooping through mud or something. Damn. That nasty. That see, she got all overzealous. Like she got super cocky. Look at this. Super cocky.
You know the sugar.
Little sugar. She said a little sugar. Yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
Shit.
She can't even stir that ish, man. She trying to make cake. She's straight up making cake. What the hell is that, man? Like I said, what is that? What is that? Who does that? Bruh, perfect timing. Why? As soon as I start talking about making Kool-Aid, another black dude shows up. I'm done. I'm done.
Just one time. Why is that
Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid? What are you talking about? Yes. Okay, first off, you saw that, right? You saw that, T, right? Did you see what just happened?
That's crazy, man. What was that, man? That's some
I still don't know.
Theatrics right there.
Oh my God. Oh God, my heart hurts. Oh, my heart hurts. I think I got diabetes.
Probably does after that Kool-Aid too.
Yeah, man. I got diabetes just from watching that, man. High cholesterol, cause of the egg, and all that sugar. I got diabetes for it. Damn. Who does that? Why do we have to be so extra all the time, man? Like ramen noodles, right? You just take it out, you put it in the thing, you put it in the microwave, it's done, right? You don't have to add all this extra stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with this Kool-Aid thing. Like, why do you gotta be so damn extra? An egg? What is the egg bringing? What is the egg doing? She even said, she's like, don't even at me. Don't even at me about this. Cause if you didn't, you wouldn't even know if I didn't show you the egg. Then why do you put the egg in there? Why do you put the egg in there, man? Why?
It's protein.
Yeah, protein drink now.
You need
protein.
Did you ever want some protein with your sugar in the morning?
Hell to the no. Not like that, baby. Not like that. Maybe a protein shake, sure. But Kool-Aid? Like, why? Riddle me this, Batman. Why? Why? What's the logic behind that, bruh? What's the logic?
Like, I want an actual answer from her. Why is that egg in there? How did that start? And why do you keep doing it?
Exactly.
I want to know all of that.
She probably just accidentally, like, you know, she's high as hell one day, like that dog that we saw a second ago. She just goes, puts it in there on accident. Whoops. She drinks it. And it's like, not bad. It's got a nice creaminess to it. It's creamy. It gives a little bit of thickness to the... No, it's Kool-Aid. It's flavored water. That's all it is, baby. Damn. Okay.
It's ghetto fabulous. That's how you do it.
It's ghetto fabulous.
Yeah,
Ghetto.
Always outdo yourself every year. Try something new. Try something new.
You just add some hot sauce to it or something next time instead of the egg.
Oh, God.
Tastier. I don't know.
That's
racist, David.
David's on point. He's on point, though. He's on point. Hot sauce.
Oh, my heart hurts. Oh, my heart hurts so much. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Who does that? Who does that, man? Who does that? Kool-Aid? I'm sorry, your timing was amazing, T. Oh my God. I am sorry. That was hilarious. Oh my God. See, that would have been really messed up if it was fried chicken or like watermelon or something like that. Then we would have been perpetuating our own stereotypes. That would have been so bad, T. That would have been so bad. But Kool-Aid's good enough.
Skit kind of thing, you know? Just appear in midair.
Oh, yeah, just boop. She make a Kool-Aid? Sounds good. Let me get some orange drink. But
that purple stuff.
That purple stuff. Sunny D, some purple stuff. Man, give me some of that purple stuff. That sounds delish. Anyway, oh my God. We got one more story. I got room for one more story. What is that story though? That is a good question. Shoot. We already talked about the girl her side life as a sex worker. Let's see. What else did we do? We talked about Kool-Aid and high-ass dogs. Yeah, you need to scroll back. T, you need to scroll back and see this dog. Hi. This dog is so high. It is everything. It's hilarious. Shoot. I think that's... Well...
Got that one story where GOG, which is Good Old Games, is a production... or there's marketplace for video games. They're actually... The company that owns them is the one that made the recent Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2077. this is interesting because they're already kind of reeling from that for some reason. I don't know why the game's not being well received, but apparently a lot of people are disappointed with it. And so they've already had some bad kind of publicity from it. And then Elon Musk goes on to tweet that he's so sad about the game that he had to spend all day in bed and cry for a while because he wasn't happy with it. Which doesn't really have anything to do with what I'm about to say, but I just wanted to put that out there. That Elon Musk spent several days crying over a video game. But just after GOG released that game, they also promised to bring out Devotion, which is a horror game made in Taiwan. It's been slated for release in the U.S. for a bit. However, the release of it was initially delayed because one of the developers, one of the programmers actually had put a picture of President Xi Jinping next to Winnie the Pooh. And Xi Jinping can't take that very well, so he banned the whole game from the country. And it sounds like they're putting pressure on GOG to also get rid of the game, which they just did. They said it was because of messages from fans, and then immediately a massive fan-led response just consumed all their forums telling them to bring the game back because what gamer doesn't want a game to buy? I don't know. No one's going to be like, hey, I don't want to play that horror game. Get rid of it. But so it's and since none of their forums are featuring that, people think that it's because of pressure from China, which has become one of their biggest markets, especially with Cyberpunk 2077. So that's probably why they're really doing it. They pulled the game because it's Taiwanese, and the CCP has been cracking down on it hard because of the association of Winnie the Pooh with their president. And I guess that's so destructive to their government, they have to try and crack down on it in other countries too, from the looks of it.
But Winnie the Pooh, though?
Yeah, he hates that. He arrests people. You can get arrested if you associate Xi Jinping with Winnie the Pooh. It's like anti-state propaganda now or something.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's not exactly. The nation doesn't really have free speech.
Clearly,
what they did. What they did have was in Hong Kong, and that got crushed during the recent crackdowns in China. So, yeah.
Sorry.
Steam had already done this. They're one of the bigger companies. They pulled it because of Chinese pressure, but they actually said that was why. At least the developer said that was why. In this case, the developer was unaware that GOG was going to pull it because GOG had signed a contract to release it, and they did for several hours. And then that's when they pulled it due to supposedly many messages from gamers about it, even though it had only been out a few hours. And as far as I can tell, no one wanted it to go away. I was kind of looking forward to it because pissed off the president of China, and it was a horror game, so I was kind of excited for it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, as you guys already know, I'm not huge into video games really at all. And I that's so weird that this story is like has moved someone like that, a leader, to the point where they're trying to ban stuff. Like they're that moved from a video game. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yep.
Now they want to ban the game? Like it.
Are they?
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Yeah, they banned it on their stores. They're just trying to get all the companies that are releasing it in other nations. Because this is the American release I'm talking about. The international and American releases are getting pulled because of Chinese pressure. The Chinese release was cracked down as soon as Taiwan released it, and they tried to perform some sort of lawsuit against the developers, but they were out of the area by then. You're not allowed to speak out against the Chinese government if you're in or near China in any way whatsoever.
That would be absolutely nuts if they just decided like it was the game that launched 1,000 ships. You know what I'm saying? Like it just started a huge war because of a freaking video game. That's messed up.
Yeah. On the bright side, the stores in Poland and the game makers are from Taiwan, so we won't be involved. Hopefully. Yeah.
Not.
But yeah.
Joe Biden, hopefully not.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You never know. He might be. He's got an itchy finger trigger finger. You know what I mean? All he has to do is squeeze. You never know. That's crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, guys, that wraps up the show this evening. I'm sorry, guys, for it being so short, but I have got to go and take care of some things for my dogs, my puppies, or my puppy mama. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? Because you guys only saw the dogs. You only saw the puppies when they were first born. And that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago today, actually. So I'm going to show you one. I'm going to show you one of the dogs. I'm going to show you one of the puppies. I'll be right back. Fellas, talk amongst yourselves, Is almond joy? Is it almond or joy? Talk.
What's the Kool-Aid?
What's your favorite thing to add into your Kool-Aid?
Oh my gosh, I'm just old school with this sugar. That's it. But I've heard people add lemon to it, and lime and all kinds of different things. Even honey, I've heard. So.
Yeah, my mom's done that one actually. She threw honey in there before. It's not terrible. It's
not too bad.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I was kind of offended when he said people do the same to ramen because I always put red peppers and hot sauce in my ramen.
Shoot, man,
with everything,
bruh.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted now. When it comes to ramen, shoot, I doctor the hell out of that thing. I'm just saying, if you're about to put a whole bag of like freaking sugar or something crazy, you know what I'm saying? In your ramen, we need to sit down and have a conversation, bro. Like, we need to talk. You know what I mean? We have to have a come to Jesus moment. Like, the hell? And I would hold you like a school teacher by the wrist real hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how school teach. You know what I'm talking about, T. You got that grip. I'm sure you're going to be like, the hell you doing, kid? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? So, the hell you doing, kid? Quit running in the halls for the last time. You feel me? Anyway, real quick before we get going here is this guy got big. This is one of the guys. Bang. See?
Shiny coat.
This guy got big. He's sort of opening. They're like, this is supposed to be the time when they start to open up their eyes so that they can actually see and start to see and hear. So their hearing abilities are supposed to be starting to develop right now. They're supposed to be able to see now, like open their eyes, because they've just been keeping their eyes closed for the longest. So the fact that he kind of has been opening his eyes just a little bit, there is some progress. But this dude got big. Look, dude got big. You know what I'm saying?
4 times the size.
Yeah, man, he got big. You know,
Nice.
he got a little white patch on his stomach or on his chest.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. He's a cutie. He's a cutie.
Decide if you're keeping one yet?
You know what? I probably am going to keep one. I am.
They're too cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying seeing them grow, but I know that we're eventually. I have 4.
Wow.
I have 4. Yeah. So 3 boys and 1 girl. Or 3 female or 3 male, 1 female. Yeah. So I mean, at first when we decided to let our dogs mate, I said, hey man, I ain't gonna have nothing. We gonna give these dogs away so quick. As soon as they come out, boop, 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 I'm gonna be like, here you go. You know what I mean? Mazel tov. Have a dog. I'm gonna be Oprah up in this piece. Look under your chair. You get a dog. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as they came out, and I kind of got a little attached. So now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep. I might keep one. I might. Yeah, I'm gonna keep one. Just don't tell my girl that. I might change my mind. Shut up. But yeah. But we got these guys for like at least 6 more weeks, and then we can actually like separate them from the mama and all that, and it'd be all good to go. But anyway, so this one's gonna start getting really annoyed that he's far away from his mama here very soon, and I know that Juliet is probably gonna start howling at the freaking moon, going, "Where my baby at?" You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like T. You know what I'm saying? Except there's no microphone in front of her or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Where's my baby? Yeah, man. Good times. Great times, baby.
Exact same.
Anyway, hey guys, thank you guys so much for coming on this evening. I really appreciate it. T and David, thank you.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Don't ever make Kool-Aid that way. T.
Never. That's crazy.
David, let me ask you something. Did you grow up on Kool-Aid, or did you grow up on like what? Sunny D? Like what was it? Was it Kool-Aid? Yeah. Okay. See, do you hear him? Do you hear it? See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting angry. He's okay.
Mom.
I know. I don't want to torture him too much. Anyway, and you know how I can do very long goodbyes. Anyway, I got to get going. I appreciate all y'all. Okay, I got you, bruh. Chill. Jeez. You want to say bye?
Bye, little dog.
Good enough.
Check.
Good enough, buddy. So be good to yourselves, guys. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you guys again for being on. This is the Pascal Show. Bye. Who wants a puppy? You want a puppy? No? Okay.
Love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare, STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare, STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. And as long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have those little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest